dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge.
If you master the 5 Ds, no amount of balls on earth can hit you. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today, we are jumping into r/slash NeckbeardStories. Legitimately, okay? I decided to step away from my personal subreddit, r/slash ReddX reads, go visit some of them other Neckbeard subs. Maybe we'll go visit r/slash Tales of Neckbeards, like the real actual subreddit tomorrow. It might be just a little way to mix things up and stuff like that. See what I've been missing out on, and if there is, in fact, anything that's been missing out on. I picked a couple of stories, basically completely at random, as I usually do. I don't like to vet things too hard, but I'm just trying to get away from the experience that I had yesterday. It really brought me down in a whole lot of ways, so I don't think I can handle another saga or anything right now. We're just gonna do a couple of one-offs, and I'm still in recovery for a little while at least. I do hope that you guys will enjoy it. It's a little bit of a blast from the past, that thing that we used to do. And we'll see how it goes. Let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some Neckbeard cringe. Two of my Neckbeard stories. Oh, twofer. Long-time lurker and first-time poster here. I hope it's the right place to post. I appreciate reading these stories, so I finally decided to share my own. Please keep in mind that these stories are quite old, but left a mark on me, so I wanted to share. My first story was from 15 years ago, when I was 16 years old. I was quite a naive and innocent girl back then. It started at my first anime/gaming convention. As most Neckbeard stories are wont to do. I was cosplaying a game character from a popular game that shall remain nameless, I guess. And that's how I met my friends. I made a group of people who would later become sort of my closest friends. M was among that group, since he was the friend of a guy C my friend K was interested in. When I told K that I was 16, she thought I was joking, since most of the group was 18 or more, which is the legal age here. But we actually got along, and she didn't mind that I was young, since I was acting more mature than many. She was really cool and protective of me, so most of the group knew who were the ones that were underage, and most of the guys would respect that. But not our Neckbeard, I presume. A few weeks after the convention, C organized a party, and my friend K wanted to see C. And I wanted to hang out with K, so I went, even though I had to work early. I was never close to M, but I was taught never to be rude, so when he would come to chat with me, I would answer and make small talk. I guess M is the Neckbeard. I don't know what's going on in this story so far, but I wasn't really interested in what he said, because he would say things like, my cosplay is so perfect. I am the character. And he would refer to himself as such. Anyways, it was a huge sleepover party. Once you're over 10 years old, I don't think you get to call it a sleepover party anymore. The next day, Kay decided to stay so she could have some more time with C, but the rest left to take the bus and go back home. During the bus ride, M was sitting next to me. I don't know what made him think that I was interested in him, but he started putting his hand on the back of my waist and creeping under the back of my shirt. I was really shocked, but I didn't show it, and I didn't know what to do back then. Break his wrist. But yeah, I understand, only 16, never had this experience before. God damn. Unfortunately, OP let it slide, thinking that I might have given him the wrong impression. After the bus arrived at the stop, I quickly said goodbye to the group, and we all went our separate ways. I talked to Kay about it a few days later, and she told me that M has been bragging about how I was into him, and that if there weren't other people on the bus, we would have gotten hot and heavy. I could not believe what I heard. And the worst part is, M was a 31-year-old man. Oh, there's the twist. God damn. What's a 31-year-old man doing hanging out with a bunch of 18-year-old kids and creeping on a 16-year-old? Jesus, that makes it multiple times worse. I never really talked to C and his group since then, but I'm still good friends with K to this day. Oh, so that was just it? Completely cut him off? I think that's the right move. Dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge. My second story happened 8 years ago. I was in college, and I had just broken up with my boyfriend, and I was looking for a job. I had experience in waitressing and bartending, so I applied to this new bar that opened up. Funny thing was, the manager, named Jay, was the brother of a friend. He looked like a bearded teddy bear. Oh boy, watch out for this one. I had my interview with him, and all went well. Afterwards, he asked me how I was doing. And I told him, not so good from my recent breakup. Fast forward a few days, and I get a call saying I got the job. So I was excited. Jay was an extremely nice manager and would always help. I didn't think much of it. Neckbeards in positions of authority, man. You hate to see it. Then I got back with my boyfriend, but I didn't feel the need to tell Jay since it was my own personal matter. Since the bar was rather new, during the week it would be quite dead, which is understandable. And since being a barmaid, we made most of our money from tips, I would tell most of my friends to come hang out and have a drink. The thing is, most of them are guys, which honestly shouldn't matter. Customers are customers. I realized that when I would hang out with my guy friends, the only customers in the bar, Jay would get annoyed and tell me to do random chores. Which he has the right to do, since he's the manager. I would never question it. Remember, I said I was naive? My guy friends were telling me that he definitely has a thing for me, but I told him that he was just a nice guy. Honestly, I'm gonna give him a pass on that. You're sitting down with your friends that are customers, okay, yes, but you're still under the employ of this bar, right? So yeah, get your ass up and do some chores. We ain't here to play social hour. This ain't a fucking sewing circle. But of course, I'm sure things will turn around right quick. Let's see. Anyways, during other dead shifts, Jay would ask if I wanted to shop for the new uniform. I wouldn't refuse because the bar was dead, and there was another barman, and I didn't mind getting off the clock for at least a couple of hours. One of our regular customers, Elle, would always stop by for a drink after work. She's a nail technician that works nearby, and she got close to all of the employees. She would tell me to go see her if I wanted my nails done, so I did one day. When I was there, she asked me, "How's my love life doing?" And I said, "It's much better now that I got back with my boyfriend." She looked at me surprised. She said that she thought that me and Jay had a thing. And I asked her what made her think that. She said that he already paid for my manicure and that he sees us go on shopping dates. I told her that the shopping was for work, and I had no idea that he had paid for my nails in advance. Going back to work, I felt awkward. I told Jay that I should repay him for the nails, and he said, "It was okay, since he had a deal with Elle. She gets free drinks, and I get free nails." Hearing that, I felt a bit better that he didn't pay for the nails himself. I let it go. What? He didn't pay for the nails himself. He's just embezzling from the company that he works for. That somehow makes it better. Jesus, dude. You know that ain't right, but I guess however you need to justify it for yourself. What I'm supposed to do? Go give this manicure back? To make sure there was not another misunderstanding, I started talking about my boyfriend to my other coworkers and made sure that Jay could hear. After having heard the news, his attitude towards me completely changed. Things like helping me close the bar, he just wouldn't do anymore, and he'd rudely tell me to do it myself. I didn't care that he had misunderstood something because I might be naive, but I am a straightforward person. If I'm interested in someone, they would know. And if I'm not, then they would also know, which is a lesson I learned from the first story. Anyways, after a year, the place closed down due to lack of customers and poor management. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile out. But I would randomly get texts from Jay from time to time asking how I was, fishing for info regarding whether I was still with my boyfriend, and coming up with excuses to meet me, like asking for items that I thought he gave me out of kindness, like a sewing mannequin that his dead aunt left him, which I asked to pay for. It's super random. I gave a time and a day to meet so I could give it back. Well, he never answered or showed up since. Honestly, the first story gives me like way more creep vibes than the second one. Dude comes up and like just starts touching her without any sort of consent or anything. Jay, the neckbeard manager, is sort of more of a soft kill. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, want to go shopping with me? And I don't know how somebody could be this naive, not read a little bit further into things, realize that you're treated much differently than any of the other staff, specifically male staff members. It just all seems rather obvious to me. And if she's 25 at this point in the story, then it should be rather obvious to her as well. But for whatever reason, she's just like, yeah, cool. I get a couple hours off work. Yeah, cool. He paid for a manicure with stolen alcohol. Like, oh, it's so weird, dude. OP would be 31 now by my math, I suppose. So I hope that some lessons have been learned, that naivete is no longer the go-to excuse for creepy encounters like this. Just cut it off. If there's any doubt, you can just go ahead and tell the person straight out, like, look, you give me bad vibes. I don't understand why I'm being treated differently. I'm not interested in you in a romantic way, because blunt and harsh generally works for me. I like it pretty well. I even did it to a dude the other day. This white dude comes up to the fence. He's like, hey, we should both hang out because we're both white dudes in the Philippines. And I'm just like, I'm not looking for friends right now. Sorry, the wall is up. I got a whole lot on my fucking plate without additional obligations. And I think that's a good way to go about it, honestly. Neckbeard or normal person, just keep the wall up until they prove that they deserve to be on the other side of it. It might be a cynical way to go through life, but hey, it has kept me fairly safe. But with that twofer out of the way, I suppose we could fit one more story in here. So let's jump right into it. Stealing a lady from a neckbeard. Just from the title and the dark username, I'm going to put this firmly into the camp of neckbeard fanfiction. Probably. I have my doubts even going into it, but go into it we shall, because apparently I can't get enough of that cringe. I never thought I would ever have a post for this subreddit. As a man almost 50, I shouldn't think it can't/won't happen to me. I underestimated what life experiences I will have to learn from. Due to scoping subreddits in advance of fake encounters. I don't have a post for this subreddit. Well, let's make one up. Our cast, me, that's OP, Neckbeard in all his filthy, rude, sexist, disgusting self. Oh, Chrissy, not a real name, is our damsel in distress. Son-in-law is himself. I call him Viking because he's a huge blonde with long hair and a big beard. But no real dialogue from him. And then security guard. They could keep you out or keep you in. Yeah, that's what security guards do. Guy, you're so likable and relatable. What an in-depth description for all these characters. I shouldn't come out against the OP so hard. Okay, let's reset. The title just threw me for a loop, man. I know it's gonna be stupid. The story. My son-in-law drove me to the store to pick up a couple of things that I ran out of. We walked down an aisle or two. when I saw Neckbeard hovering around a woman with a basket, just trying to shop and doing her best to ignore him. I know some women don't want a man to step in and help, but this poor lady looked like she was holding back from choking him and failing with each passing second. We stood there for a few seconds until I saw the Neckbeard try to get handsy with her. I looked at my son-in-law and said, "Wait here." He smiled and said, "Don't get arrested." I walked over to this lady and said, "Hey babe, you almost ready?" She gave me a weird look, and then Neckbeard pipes in with, "Hey, back off. I was here first. We were just about to go for a coffee and get to know each other better. I think you should go find your old lady." Now, this is a good move, and it can be quite helpful for a lady who is in trouble. But for the Neckbeard to have, like, the level 100 perception to see through the ploy and be like, "Back off, I was here first." I don't think that that's how it went down at all. Luckily, it seems the woman also has a level 100 perception, which is much more likely for a woman than the Neckbeard. And she says, "Oh, there you are, Tom." She says to me, "Tom is not my name. I was hoping you guys would get here." And at this time, I looked over my shoulder to see Viking standing right behind me. "I'm done here if you are." "All done here too. Let's get out of here." She grabbed my hand like we were a couple, and we walked up to the till. On the way there, I told her if she didn't get everything, I'd pick up what she didn't get, and she could wait in her car, and I would bring it to her. Oh, the level of chivalry here. I can't hardly stand it. And she says, "I have everything, thank you." Fucking creep. I didn't have anything bought by this time, but I stood right behind her in line. Without looking behind me, I could tell from the BO alone that the Neckbeard was directly behind me. After she paid for her items, I was gonna walk her out to her car so she would be safe from Neckbeard. As we passed by the security guard, I gave him a quick rundown on Neckbeard, and he said that he would handle it. I took the woman to her car, and she thanked me profusely. I guess he had followed her through the whole store, making lewd comments, and was being very rude and very creepy. When I came along, she was about to dial 911. When she saw what I was trying to do for her, she played along. Perfect. I wished her a safe trip home, and she drove away. "Aw, you didn't get the girl? Get that phone number, etc., etc." That's really how I thought this was gonna end. And it would seem more legitimate than I thought until I just had a peek at the next paragraph. I went back into the store to get my shopping done, and Viking was waiting for me by the door. I asked what happened, and he pointed to the office window. There sat Neckbeard, handcuffed. False imprisonment by a rent-a-cop. There was an on-duty police officer who came in at some point. He saw the guard shuffling Neckbeard into the office and followed to see if he could help. God damn it, dude. Just the stars aligned. Kismet happened in this grocery store today. Neckbeard was not only handcuffed, but he also had a spit mask on. I get called into another room, and the cop questioned me about how I knew the lady. This is so stupid. I told them, honestly, I didn't even get her name. I just saw that she looked like she needed help, and I said the first thing that popped into my head. After signing the statement, I was free to go, but I had to ask, what are the charges against Neckbeard? I guess this isn't his first run-in over things like this, because the cops said that they'd been watching him since there had been many reports, but they could never catch him red-handed. Oh, you're killing me. What the hell? Is this a small town? They just got police resources like that? Let's all watch out for this creeper. Oh, we caught him red-handed. He's going downtown today. What the fuck? Today they got him with 1, lewd and mischievous behavior, 2, resisting arrest, 3, assault on a peace officer, 4, stalking The list went on, but he said he couldn't tell me all the charges, because of the investigation. I can violate this creep's privacy and tell you, some of the charges, but I can't tell you all of them, investigation and whatnot. Oh, boy. And of course, OP totally understands that. I asked if I would be needed in court, but was told that my statement was all they needed from me. After almost 2 hours of being in the store and not getting one thing in my cart, Viking and I walked away without anything but a story. After telling my daughter, she said it would make a good Reddit post. I hope it fits this category. If not, I'm sure one of you nice folks will give me the right subreddit to post it in. About r/that happened. It was all true. I was the shopping cart. Have a great day or evening or morning or night or whatever, my fellow carbon-based oxygen-breathing bipedal primates. May your life bring you nothing but joy. Oh, you've brought me some joy today, OP. Probably not in the way that you expected, but god damn. It seems to me like this dude is out here just farming karma as hard as possible. Posting in old and popular subreddits. 43,000 karma, Cake Day, July 23rd, 2020. So he's been around for less than a year. Oh, 5 days more than a year, I guess. And endless posts about everything. Maybe he is legitimately just the sort that likes to share and overshare, but I don't know, man. It seems like you're doing an awful lot of stuff on Reddit. Not all of the posts are bangers, but I guarantee the ones that are bangers are completely made up. Oh, there's r/roast me. Oh, no. If crystal meth was a human being... Dude looks like a crackhead Albert Einstein. It's like I'm looking at Trevor from GTA 5 if he was 1,000 times less likable. And what the hell is this in the upper corner? It's like a bag of trash. Bag of trash just hanging in the room, Aesthetic. Some fucking dildo hanging from the light switch. There's a lot to unpack here, man. I don't know if I got the time for that. Wild. If this dude came up to a lady in the middle of a grocery store, she would run away in a fucking panic. Neckbeard or no, just escape both of them ASAP. OP, what are you doing to yourself out here, man? Just insane. So yeah, I don't buy the story one little bit. Dude is so broke, he's got to have his son-in-law drive him to the store and stuff, and he's offering to pay for my lady's things and help her out to the car and shit. Is she a decrepit old woman? Probably not. Nobody steps in to save decrepit old women. She's probably an attractive 20 or 30 something that half the store would have stepped in if she actually were to be assaulted anyways. And I hate to make presumptions like that, but tell me that I'm wrong, comments. Tell me that I'm wrong. Ugh, what a mess. I tried to step away from the cringe today by getting into r/NeckbeardStories, and it seems like I've stepped into it even harder than usual, so I don't know what to do here, man. I suppose we could go into r/Tales of Neckbeard tomorrow and hope that things turn out a little bit better. Or I could just slink back to my personal subreddit, r/ReddX Reads, with my tail between my legs and admit that the whole experiment has been a failure. I guess I'll leave it up to the comment section. Let me know where you guys think I would find the best stories, and I shall follow. I shall heed that advice. But despite the cringe, the incidental cringe, I guess, this was a fun episode. I had a good time doing it. And I got a little bit of r/roast me in here, so maybe we could try that subreddit out someday, since people seem to like when I slam OPs. And those people are asking to be slammed, so it's all in good fun, I hope. But I do hope that you guys will like, comment, and or subscribe. If you did enjoy the episode, maybe share the video around. That'd be pretty cool. Check out them links in the description. All kinds of stuff down there. We got plugs on my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. And I would like to thank them all as always, but especially Calvicus, Fatboy Shrimp, Robert Waits, TSM Kirby, Teddy the Police, USMC 8932, Aaron W, Twisted Child, Delicious Jelly Donut, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Livison, Mr. Anime Manga Fan, Silent Revolver, Zero MMX, Magdalene Marshall Thornrose, Little Lone Wolf, Vanilla Mel, Rouse Tower, Babsy Coon, Caustic Fox, Aaron Lennox, Fisher Diggy, High Bat Japan, OG James Cook, JM Coon, Jerry, John Hero, KK, Miss Monday, Melgar the Destroyer, Mirthful Baker, Mr. Jane, my boy Natwin Nick, Lady Nix, Origami Steve, Katykins and Elizabeth, Sidestep, Cider Drinker, Serrated Ash, Siegfried, Ellie, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tato Ferret, 10-Ton Monster, That Duck and Bug, Fusky, Treeberg, Wilmax, Redwin, Goose's Honk, Leon Embers, Naga Viper, John Indoors, A Normal Joe, A Roxers, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry, KJW, Kajow, Crafty Kitty Cat, Mark 211, maybe next time, Milk Fed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Origami Cam, Princess Rosalie, Ghosty, the Last Shinobi, and the Maestro himself, Zuka Cervantes. Goddamn, Milk-Fed Gimp gets me every time. Oh, Mr. Medica, where are you? We miss you. Jesus. But thank you to each and every last one of my patrons for supporting the channel. End of the month is coming up. Gonna be shooting out some emails pretty soon. Voice lines will also be coming for the people who requested them. Thank you so much for your support, your patience, just being generally lovely people. I do hope some other people will support on the Patreon, but really, if you can't right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe watching some more ReddX videos? If indeed that is something that you enjoy, and I hope it is. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one, and until then, friends, bye-bye!